Hello, excuse me. Good morning, ma'am.
Which it is likely to have. Good morning. be organized, let due to be organized till percent of the
Good morning, everyone. I believe everyone are very happy today and very excited for the session. So we welcome everyone to this amazing session. So we are going to conduct a mega webinar today on awareness on internet safety. The session is going to start in a minute, so please kindly be patient. Now we are going to start the session. The session will be of 2 hours from 10:30 to 12:30. So from 10:30 to 12, we'll be having a webinar session. So after 12, we'll be announcing the winners. So please be patient. Please attend this complete webinar. You'll be getting a lot of idea. You'll be knowing more about cyber awareness and cyber security. So I request everyone to be stay till the end. So the session is going to be starting soon.
Hello. Good morning. Good morning, everyone. Mugil, am I audible?
Yes,
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Okay. That's great. Very good morning, everybody. I think it's 10:35. We waited for about 5 minutes for a few people to join, whomsoever may have had some minor technical glitches. I think we have a fair number of participants, and I think we can start the proceedings for the day. Good morning and a warm welcome to you all once again. It gives me immense pleasure to invite you all on behalf of the 3 organizers who have made this a successful event. Obviously, success cannot be spelled without the participants. And apart from the 3 organizations, big kudos to all the participants, the students who gave in their postures on the digital event, the parents and the teachers who continue to support them. So I welcome, apart from the students, all the teachers and the parents that are there in the webinar today. Thank you for joining on this Sunday. So today is actually a double dhamaka day. What do I mean by double dhamaka is there are 2 big takeaways or events that are happening. One, we have the all important mega webinar on internet safety and cyber security to ensure we are all cyber safe and we become cyber wise. We have an expert from one of the partner organizations, CDAC, with us today. I will introduce her, Ms. Lavanya. You can see her on the screen. And The second part is going to be what you are all very, very excited about, which is announcement of the merit winners and the top 3 winners of the digital poster making contest on internet safety that you have all participated in very, very big numbers over the last 2 to 3 weeks and have made it a grand success. So I welcome you all once again, and let me just open the PowerPoint file and start off with the proceedings, right? Thank you all. And before we get into the program and invite, I just want to take this opportunity to briefly talk about and thank all the 3 organizers who have been the main backbone behind conducting this event. We have CDAC, which is a Government of India organization under Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology. CDAC is a very premier and well-established R&D arm of Government of India, which is Center for Development of Advanced Computing. They are present across the country and do a lot of cutting-edge R&D work in electronics and IT. Many of you might have even heard of CDAC. NICSI is another government body which essentially is responsible for controlling the internet traffic flow in India and serves as the internet registry. So anything that we do with the internet will have to necessarily pass through NICSI, and they are doing a big job in ensuring smooth and safe flow of traffic in India. Last but not least is Curio Kids, our own organization here. We are a premier organization in STEM education, science, technology, engineering, math, and we take hands-on experiential learning to children across schools in Tamil Nadu and even other parts of India. So very briefly, as I told you, I just wanted to take a few minutes. I did talk about it. CDAC does a lot of R&D work in information technology and electronics, and we have Ms. Lavanya with us today. Later in the program, the Executive Director, Sudarshan himself, is likely to join later today. NICSI, as I told you, the entire internet flow flows through this particular entity. They govern the flow of internet traffic, and they do a lot of things to ensure safety and also optimal use of bandwidth, which saves a lot of money for the country. So there's a lot of technical work that they do at the back end, which we all don't see, to ensure safety and optimal cost. And as I told you, Curio Kids, we are online come offline or a phygital entity that is into STEM learning. We had started about 10 years ago on this journey, and with significant presence across schools in Tamil Nadu. We do a lot of work essentially on setting up STEM labs, carrying out trainings for children and teachers in STEM, devising the curriculum on the technical side of more of technology in electronics, robotics, programming and all that. And very importantly, in launching STEM certificate courses and bringing such cutting edge knowledge sharing sessions and events for the benefit of the student and the larger community, which includes teachers and sometimes, like today, the parents. That is what Curio Kids is into. You can always Google us at www.curiokids.com for more information, and that is what we are. But to getting into the program today, I would like to take a step or two back, right? Essentially, why did we choose the topic? We do webinars on a lot of topics. We conduct a lot of STEM events where children bring projects to the table, demonstrate. We get professors from leading institutions to evaluate and all that. But why cyber security, right? Why internet safety? Why this workshop? Why this webinar? Why the poster making contest? There are several whys that would have come to all your minds in the last week or two, right? We had a think tank that we had set up to find out what should be the next major topic that we should take to the children, not only the children, as I say again and again, to even teachers and parents. One thing everybody came out unanimous was to have some program on internet usage, the do's and don'ts, how to be cyber safe, how to be cyber wise, etc. Because if we see in the last 3-4 years, use of internet has become an integral part of our lives. Earlier, it used to be a lot of hotel booking, internet banking, travel ticket booking, and all that. And after COVID, even students embraced it in a very big way when it came to conducting online classes. A lot of other co-curricular and extracurricular classes also happen on the internet today, not to forget the games. You will be very, very excited and play a lot of games on the internet, which we know. It's a great thing to happen. It's brought in a lot of comfort and speed to our lives, right? But we all know that, like any development, it also will have its flip side, which is essentially a lot of cyber crimes, threats, bullying, loss of data, loss of money during commercial transactions, and everything. Without our knowledge, we've been losing a lot of things because of cyber crimes. With increased usage, the crimes are bound to increase, and the statistics on the screen talks for itself. For example, the number of cyber crimes reported in India, only India I'm talking, in 21-22, the year, is 7 times more than the 3 previous years put together. You can imagine how and why this is all happening. This is all because of the explosive use that we have all started using, not only the elders, but significantly by youngsters, both college and school students. So is it something we can completely avoid these crimes? Absolutely not. That is not going to be possible. However, if we are smart, if we are informative, if we are knowledgeable, there is a great deal each one of us can do to reduce the amount of crimes. For that, we all need to become more knowledgeable. We all need to become more cyber wise, right? And this will go a long, long way for better usage of internet and reduce the negative impact, the dangers and the perils of all using the internet. Hence, this group was unanimous, and we thought it's very important to take it to the children via the schools. Learning at the school level is extremely important, and what better idea can be to bring out a competition. I'm sure you have all participated in great numbers. So when you've done all these posters that you had submitted, you all would have done a lot of research and studied, which we are clearly seeing in the responses that we got on the poster making contest. So we all believe such a thing would excite you to learn and improve your cyber quotient, cyber knowledge, make you cyber wise. So we thought we will run this contest and give awards to winners, which we will give later today. Equally important is the organizations that we spoke, right? They have a lot of knowledge, and learning from experts is always good to all of us. So that is why we had requested our organizers to come and talk to our children, our school students, the future of this country, about cyber safety. What are the do's and don'ts? What are the basic things we need to be aware of? What are the simplest things that we can practice on internet so that we are safe and there is no loss of any personal data, other classified data, any loss of money, etc. That will come up a bit into this meeting, And we have Ms. Lavanya with us today from Center for Advanced Computing with us. She will be talking today. So that is the importance of the contest that we conducted and the event that we are having today, webinar. So I would urge you all to, in a big way, use this opportunity to learn and become cyber wise, cyber safe, and do proud to yourself and your families. I would now like to call upon Ms. Lavanya from CDAC. She is just as a brief introduction before I pass it on to her. She is the Principal Technical Officer in CDAC and Development Computing for the last 15 years. She's been working here and doing a lot of work in cutting edge research in CDAC. Over to you, ma'am. I will now stop sharing my screen. I would request you to take over the screen share and talk to the young minds and also the parents and teacher community that is gathered here today. Over to you, ma'am.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning.
So hope my screen is visible. Can all the students see my screen?
Yes, yes.
Okay. So good morning, everyone. I take an opportunity to thank the partners of this webinar, Almighty, Nixie, CDAC, and CurioKids. With this, we will start with the session. So today's webinar is on the topic Internet Safety and Security. So the sessions will be divided in this way as the agenda. So we will discuss about what is Internet safety, what are all the best practices, and a small intro on the padlocks and HTTPS, and what is cyber threat, and the recent threats happened in real in the recent few months before, and then precautionary measures, and at last how to report the cyber crimes, right? So moving on to the introduction part, before starting with the internet safety, we will see what is an internet, right? So internet is, as we all know, it is going to be the global system of connected networks. So this connected network here, I mean, we have connections of computers, servers, routers, and the printers. So all these are connected to one and another to form the internet. So connection with all these is what are we going to do? We are going to do a communication in the sense we will be transferring the informations from one system to the another system across the globe. Okay, so now what happens with these systems? We are going to exchange informations, and that exchange of information will happen very at a faster rate. That is what we call it as accessing information at a high speed. So whenever you send some information from one end to the other end, the information will reach at a faster speed. Okay, and because of this advantage, we use internet in lot of applications. Okay, education, business, and then entertainment, and so on. Okay, so before Corona, you might have not used that much in your education. I mean, internet is not used that much in your education. But after Corona, what happened? So your ma'am will be on one end, and your friends will be on different parts of the place, and all of you will be attending the webinar, right? So that is what the fantasy of this internet. Okay, so what happens now? We have a lot of information that is flowing across the internet, and these datas, there are something that is very much sensitive also. So it is the duty of us to see that all these data should not go on the wrong side part. Okay, so what we try to do, we try to add awareness. Okay, every user should be having an awareness of how to play in this internet world. So internet safety is all about maximizing the users awareness. Okay, so you have some private informations, okay, which are very much sensitive, and that should not go in the hacker side. So that is what internet safety is all about. So why it is important? Okay, so because we know in our day-to-day life, the usage of internet is being increased. Okay, day by day, the usage is increased from morning to the bedtime. Most of our work will be involving this internet, and there are chances that the users of the internet may be cheated. Okay, so in the sense, sensitive information relating to the bank transactions, when you do shopping, when you do some payment services, internet banking, mobile banking, digital wallets, all these are used in our day-to-day life. And we have to see that this sensitive information is preserved. So I'm moving on to the best practices. Okay, so how do we save all these sensitive informations? So most of us will have an email ID because your school might have given you. Okay, and the first precaution is you should not open this email before an unknown person. Okay, so that is what the first best practices. And the second thing is, whenever you access your email, what do? You will give your username and then you will give the password. Okay, so see that your password is safe. Okay, in the sense you have to give multiple combinations of your password. It should have a capital letter, small letter, numbers, and we insist to use more of special characters. Special characters in the sense asterisks and what, plus, minus, and so those combinations. Okay, so sensitive details on the IS side, we have a credit and debit card numbers. All these information should not be sent through email. Not even you should store it in your email. So I have a video to play regarding this password part. Students from your side, can you chat saying that the video is visible for you? Can you hear the audio? Students can type S.
Ma'am, I think the audio is not there.
Oh. It's not for everyone. I think it's
Ma'am, I think the audio is not there.
Ma'am, could you please stop sharing and start with enabling the audio?
okay.
Please stop sharing and enable the sound, and then you present your screen.
Okay, sir. Enable audio should be done from?
You click on share screen.
Yes.
In the below checkbox, you should.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. I got it. I'll play it from the start.
Yeah.
So if you see here, instead of using just plain text like having a combination of small letters and numbers, what we try to do, we have added the J to be a capital J followed by some small letters, and then we are using what? We are using some special characters and digits, which is the right way of doing a password setting. Okay. So now we have seen how to set the password. So what happens if you don't use your a combination of other characters like say asterisks or capital letters and small letters? If you don't do that, then what happens? It becomes easy for the attackers to guess what your password is. And most of us will have the unique way of setting password, say welcome 123 or admin 123. Okay, these are all a password. See, the attackers, they will have a list of passwords. Okay, so normally what a user will keep, say for example, you will have a combo of your, say if I say the password should have some 4 letters along with some 4 digits. Normally what we will take the first 4 digit of our name followed by some date of birth, years kind of stuff. So these are all the easy way of attacking by guessing what is your passwords. Okay, so it is always a must that you should have combination of capital letters, small letters, and with special characters and numbers while setting a password. Okay, next thing is downloading email attachments. So nowadays what happens, always email we not only use for sending informations, along with that some documents we will attach. Okay, so according to us, what we feel is this download attachment, when you open it, will have some relevant informations. Okay, but from the attacker's point of view, what they try to do is these attachments, along with the attachments, they will have some code which will do something which may harm your computer, or they may try to steal the important information which is present in your system. So what we can do on the other side is always see that you have an updated antivirus from your computer side, so that whatever the downloads you do, your antivirus will take care of whether it is having some inbuilt malicious code along with the attachment. It's coming upon to the online transaction. So what happens when we try to perform online transactions? We open our website, say for example, some banking site, we will open along with the other tabs. Okay, suppose you may be checking your email followed by your bank transactions, and parallelly you may be working with some other documents, say Word, Excel, and you'll be playing games. All these stuffs are parallelly running in your machine. At that time, the healthy way is not to use your online transactions, specifically opening all the other tabs along with other applications. So what you're supposed to do is you have to close all the windows and the applications. Okay, see in your taskbar what are all the other applications that are open. So just try to close it and use only your online site, and provide your username and the password, and do it in a secure mode. And the other way is every secure banking website, they do provide virtual keyboard, so that what happens, whatever the key you press will not be hacked once again if you are having some malicious code in your system. So the best practice is always use virtual keyboards while doing your online transactions. Okay, so whenever someone is having some privacy, I mean doing their own stuff with the mobile, see that unknown person are not looking into the task what you are doing. So let us have some privacy. The next thing is how to ensure the related spam mails. So we are having, every one of us are having email accounts, and lot of mails will flood into that. Okay, and if you see out of 10, 8 will be from the known sender. The sender I may be already aware of. But if you see 2-3 mails which are not of my knowledge, they are nowhere related to my concern. Okay, somebody says you have win some lottery, somebody says click here so that you have a funny game to play. So all these stuffs are from some sites which are harmful. So whenever you see that the sender is not, you are not aware of the sender name, okay, try to block that sender and just put it into the spam. Recent email clients, they have these filters to filter these spam mails, but still they use some trick so that this doesn't fall into the spam filters. So on the other side, as a user, we should be very cautious whether the mail is received to our inbox is from a known person. If you have a doubt that this person is nowhere related to me, better block the sender. And then how to provide our email. So you want to give your email to your friends, or you want to share your emails. What is the best practice? See, instead of giving the name at the rate of some, say your schoolname.com, if that is the case, the best way is always don't use the special characters as such. Instead, replace them within the bracket as AT, and the dot should be represented within the bracket as DOT. So in this way, if you do, it will be quite more safe from the attacker's side to guess what is your email. So the next thing is avoid using personally identifiable information. So what happens in your, that is what I said earlier, right? Normally when we wanted to create an email, we will give it with the name of us. Okay, instead of that, we have to use some combinations so that it is difficult from the hacker side to guess what actually what is our email name. Okay. And next thing is, whenever you are trying to do the secure transactions, see that what is the status of your padlock icon. We will talk much about this padlock icon, what it is. Okay, so if you see your website, I'll just move to particular slide here. Okay, if you see here, this is the address bar where I'm giving some URL. So before that, if you see, we can see some lock. So this is what a padlock is. When you click on that, it will give you some information whether your site is safe or not. Okay, and whether it carries some digital certificate kind of stuff. Also, apart from that, we will see whether we are having the URL which is prefixed by HTTPS. So HTTP with a secure protocol. So this is what the padlock icon means. So whenever you are going for a new site or you wanted to do some transaction, please check your padlock icon. So this will tell you whether the site, whatever you are trying to reach, is a secure one or not. The data, see, the padlock doesn't tell you 100% guarantee on the security part, but at least the communication you make between this site and to your machine, that packets are secured. So always encourage your family members to use internet safely. So whatever the basic practices so far we have discussed, you can inform your family members and you can tell them this is the way how the internet has to be used in a safe manner. So now one more video. So whenever you're trying to work with a particular social media site, especially, okay, so after completing your task, the best practice is you have to successfully log out from that application. So next we will move on to this padlocks and HTTPS as we have discussed earlier. So what padlock actually is, it is a URL. Okay, so the URL should start with HTTP, yes, followed by double colon. Okay, and then while clicking on this, you will see whether this site is issued by with a valid digital certificate. Okay. The next thing is you should never attend you should not leave your computer unattended. So you're moving with a banking site, okay, you're opening a banking site and you're performing your transaction. In between, there could be some delay in retrieving the data from the banking site. Okay, or else after performing your transaction also, you may think like, okay, the transaction is successful, fine, I have done my job, and you may move out of that place. Okay, that is also dangerous. So what you're supposed to do, you see that all the work task related to the site is completed, and finally see that you log out from that particular site so that your internet transaction completes successfully. So whenever you're trying to move to a new website, okay, you haven't heard of that website, but because of curiosity, you wanted to see what it is. If that is the case, before that, you have to have a review from the from the consumers and the media, what exactly it is, how far it is safe with. That much of awareness should be there whenever you are trying to work with the new websites. And especially when you are performing some onlines, okay, when you want to buy something. So nowadays what happens, you move to a particular website, though it is a secured one, and you have been using it for a very long time, in between you can see some pop-ups, okay, that may say you buy this gadgets, some advertisement on the products. Okay, so what you may feel is it looks good, so you click on that and it goes to buy, and that is not a reputed online shopping website. Okay, if that is the case, so you have to ensure how far it is safe. So the bank may have the product and they may take you to the banking application and your money will be got lost, but finally you may not end up receiving the product. So there are many such online shopping websites which are not really true. So you have to safeguard yourself. So before moving on to with the online shopping, check with the reviews of that particular website, how far it is safe. And and as I said earlier, every website should have this HTTPS and the padlocks, which will give much more information for a successful transaction. So again, I'm repeating this part. So padlock is nothing but in a particular browser page, you can, after typing your URL, you can see this padlock icon. And this is very important. So HTTPS, so your protocol is now secure. So whatever transformation of communication happens, everything will happen in a encrypted way. And on clicking of this padlock, you will see how your website is secure and it is certified by whom. So it is digitally certified by which particular CCA. So next, coming upon to the cyber threats part. So cyber bullying. So this is common in the sense some particular person, they will be harassed in the sense some posters or some sending of messages which will be totally hurting that person. Okay, this is what cyberbullying is. So if that is the case, you have to save those messages and the posters, and you can inform your adults so that a complaint can be registered against the sender. Next is a spam messages. So what happens in this spam message? You will be getting a message like this. See here what they say, your electric power will be disconnected because you haven't paid the previous month bill. Please contact. So what happens, such messages when you receive, automatically it will trigger your emotions. Okay. So at that point, you might have done it properly, but still your emotions are triggered. So what do? You just try to call up this particular number. Okay, so in this way, what happens? The end user will try to get some information from you, and I mean, so they will ask you some information. Did you pay? Yes, you may say yes, I have paid. How did you pay? So all by triggering your emotions, they will try to collect some sensitive information. See, on the other side here, they will say this particular money you have been you have win this particular money. Okay, and for that lump amount, they are giving some bonus amount also. So this is also a way of trick. Okay, so you will be happy. Yeah, I'm getting some lottery kind of stuff, and you will try to click this particular link. So once you click on this particular link, all the information from this, from the applications will move, and they may also asking you to fill some forms. Okay, so where directly or indirectly they may try to gather some sensitive information. So in this way, we should not be prey on interacting with these spam messages. Next is impersonation fraud. Means a person may pretend like, it is not a norm. Always you will be, say for example, a banking application, always you may be trying to work with. Okay, and the attacker, what they will do, they will try to develop the same kind of page, which is not of the same. Say for example, we can take a banking site like online SBI. Instead of online, when it starts with O, if I replace with 0, that doesn't make any difference, right? There may be a website which is starting with 0 for an online SBI. Okay, but I may think this is the real online application because I don't put much awareness on whether it is really O or 0. So those kind of thing we have to be very much aware of. So this is phishing, nothing but you will be getting a mails, and that will be having a link. On clicking on this link, it will get you some sensitive informations. So where you will be trapped. So spam mails, as we said earlier, they are not the actual people. They are not the actual people whom we are aware of. Just they have some products or they wanted to do some other services, and for that they need some sensitive information. So just they throw some mails to your inbox. Okay, so where they will try to retrieve some sensitive information like name and the password stuff. So next thing is morphing. So what they do is they will take the actual image of a person, and on top of that they will do animation, and they will try to convert one image into the other. Okay, so that could be so you will believe that, okay, this could be some other image, and they may try to move it as your friend, and you will feel like your friend is talking to you, but actually that is not the real scenario. So such thing also happens in this, especially in the social media networking. So we have to be very much careful by seeing the image. Though it is a known person, you have to be very careful. On the other hand, it is really that person, or it is some other. And then this online games. As students, we always, spend much time on this. So we have to be very much aware whether these games, whatever we are downloading, are safe. Okay. So the one thing is online games, it makes us addictive and it is quite harmful. But still, we try to play these games. Okay. So it is really very vulnerable. Okay. So what these attackers, they try to do is they do play with our emotions, right? As I said earlier. So when a person is very much lonely, Okay, they don't know how to spend their times, and they feel very much bored. So when they have a mobile phone on their hand, what they will try to do? They will try to download some online games. Okay, so it could be because of loneliness or some low self-esteem or some depression. So to come out of that, what we will try to do? We will play some online games. But so the thing is, you have to be very much cautious about what this game is. Okay, so while playing this game, what is actually happening? So there are some games, say for this blue whale game. So here what happens is, this is a pretty girl. She is moving from a village to a town. Okay, and all of his friends are playing, but she is very much new to that particular town. So she is isolated and she is much lonely now. And to her, somehow she got a phone. Okay, and she's trying to download this blue whale game. So once she started playing, and after completing each and every level, what happens is she is very much excited. See how happily she is jumping. So she is very much excited after completing each and every level of the game. At one point of time, what happens? This is the other side of this game. So now it is using her, her emotions, and now it is playing on the wrong side. Means it is trying to hurt herself, and finally it is leading to the death of that particular girl itself. Okay, so such harmful games are also there in the websites. So whenever you are trying to download these games, especially online games, you have to see, before that itself, you should have a review of what it is actually going to do. Okay, based on that, you can download and you can stop if it is having a wrong comments on the effect of these games. And whenever you are trying to download this, don't download directly from the browsers. Instead, there are some play stores. Every mobile will have its own play stores. So go and download these games or any other app, whatever it is. It is the best practice to download it from the Play Store. And before that, they will have a note on what this particular application is going to do. So read once what is this particular application, how far it is safe, and then download it to your mobile. Okay, so whenever you are doing online gaming, so what are the practices you should follow? Okay, so we know, right, these games are always addictive, so you don't know how much time you spend, so you have to limit that screening time. So that is one thing. And the other thing is always new viruses or else new attacks are happening daily. So it is essential that you update your antivirus periodically. So always you should have a knowledge about the current threats and the risk in this internet world, and you have to play safe accordingly. And the don'ts part is, so in the online media, as I said, some morphing is also happening, right? So a person, this is a student, and he is chatting with some other person who is not at all known to him. So it is better to avoid meeting any strangers. Means communication with the strangers should be completely avoided. And downloading the softwares, don't download it from the unknown website. Instead, always use your Play stores. And don't let the children to play the online games without the effects. As I said earlier, that blue whale kind of game that may lead to a very bad end for the user. So it is always better to see what are all the effects of these games and then allow your children to play. And then this is a recent attack which happened in our AIMS college in Delhi. So what happens, the attackers they have attacked their server, and out of the AIMS college, they had nearly 100 servers, out of which 40 are physical machines and 60 are virtual. Okay, so these attackers have attacked these machines and they have tried to retrieve some of the data in this. So what is the thing is, so you have to be aware, always you have to be aware what is happening in this internet world. What are all the threats happening daily and the risk involved in it. So the students also should be educated with the recent threats and the risk. It's coming upon to the precautionary measures. So to the max, we have to see the sensitive information doesn't go in the wrong side. Okay. And whenever you are trying to use your application, so there is some feature called location sharing. Okay. So do it only to the known people. And in your mobile also, don't make it don't make your locations enabled always, unless otherwise the application requires, you need not enable them. There is a provision whether you wanted to enable it always or according to the usage of your app. So enable whenever the app is open, at that time the location should be shared, otherwise it should be disabled. And then always go with the social media hygiene. Set the password which is strong, which is combination of capital letters, small letters, digits, and special characters. And don't use your public charging port. Okay. So next, moving on to a small topic on the DNS. Okay. So as I said earlier, in this internet is nothing but, we said a lot of communication is happening among the missions. Okay. So to differentiate one mission from the other, we give a name to them, which is nothing but the IP address. Apart from that, in this internet work, whenever we are getting web pages from a machine, okay, we call them as the web servers, and all these web servers will be holding some name. Okay, say for example, I have google.com. So this is this dot. Okay, this is google.com, this is the dot, or else yahoo.com. So this is the, which we call it as the, this is the root. Okay, from this root, we can create top level domains. So this is nothing but this domain name hierarchy. This picture will give you an information how the naming for a URL happens. Okay, so you're typing www.google.com or www.yourschoolname.in. So how that name is created. So that is the hierarchy of this. Okay, so you will have a root. Under this, you have the top domains. Top domain is nothing but it could be edu or org or in or com and so on. This in is pertains to the country. Okay, since we people, this in is for our country. Suppose if it is for some other country, you may have it as .us or .uk and so on. Okay, so this is the top level domain. So this in is important. So you have got now, if you are going to type www.coedns.in. Okay, so this is how the loop comes. Always this dot should be there. Okay, and next to the dot, you can have this top level domains. Okay, so and you can, if you wish, you can have a second level domain. Second level domain, it could be, say for example, we have cdac.in. Okay, so you can have cdac dot is this and this is your in. And if you have Google, then what happens? Google is your second level domain with the dot google.com. Okay, so like that you can have the third level and the fourth level and so on. Okay, so this is a small introduction about the domain name hierarchy. So finally, we are coming upon to the topic, how to report the cyber crimes. So whenever some, issue happens, okay, with respect to the online, okay, say for example, it could be a money loss, or in the social media, you might have been harassed. Okay, so if such things happens, okay, so you can complain that. Okay, so for doing that, you have two ways. One is you can register that in the online medium, or else you can directly go to the cybercrime police station. So this particular slides will tell you how to do the online cybercrime complaint registration of that. Okay. So what you can do is, this is a particular website, www.cybercrime.gov.in. So what this particular site will do, it will take you the registration online. So, and those complaints, primarily they are dividing it into two. One is the crime that is based on the women or the kids, and the other is other cyber crimes. Other cyber crimes includes, it could be a mobile crime, or else some online frauds, or social media crime, and then online financial frauds. So mobile based crimes, you're playing some games and you're losing your money. And then online frauds is some website which will take you to banking application, and from there you will lose your money. And social media crimes, you have created your account, and repeatedly you are getting some post which you may not be liking, and it hurts your emotions. So all such things you can you can register to this cyber crime. Sometimes a post may be giving some wrong information about you, which really it is not true. So once it is posted, what happens, that information spreads fast across the community. Okay, so and it is lying there, which is not at all true. So when it is informed to this cyber crime, they have the authority to removing that particular post, as well as they see who is the sender, and accordingly the actions will be taken against them. So what are all those several complaints that can be registered against the online people using these sites? That I will explain in 2 or 3 slides. So social media related cyber crime, if it happens, what you are supposed to do is, you enter into your profile, and what is the content which is posted against you, or it could be an image, whatever it is, that snapshot you can take. Along with that, you take the snapshot you have to take, and you should have it as a hard copy and a soft copy. Preferably you can copy it in a CDR, okay, which has only the read format. Okay, so you can take all these contents, and then you can register it to the cybercelldelhi.in URL. They will handle this social media related crimes. And then the documents, suppose you are having some something related to your email. Okay, so that's okay. So whenever you are having some complaints related to the net banking and to the ATM related stuff, okay, so you might have not done a particular transaction, but you are getting a message stating that this much money has been debited. So for all such frauds, what you can do is, you have to take the bank statement of the last 6 months, and then after the transaction, you might have got some SMS, right? Maybe your OTP, or else you might have got some information related to the some numbers will be there, right? Transaction numbers. So all those copies you should have it along with your ID proof and your address proof, and report to cybercelldelhi.in. Okay. So this is related to the fake messages and the fake links. Yeah, so you are getting some message, on clicking that it is taking you to a particular banking transaction, and there you are asked to pay some money, and you are doing it. So, but finally you are not ending up with any profit. So if that is the case, you can register it to the cybercrime.gov.in or else to the nearest police station. So what you are supposed to do is, you have those fake messages or the links, whatever has shared with you, you have to keep it in you have to share your mobile number and the conversation record. If you have got a call and you have lost some money, so then you have to record all those calls and provide all the transaction history for the complaints. And one more thing is, though this particular cyber crime, it is said like it's an online. Apart from that, every state has a nodal officer. Okay, so they will act on these crimes. So they are called as state or else the nodal grievance officers. So those list you can see in that website, and according to the state where you are residing, you can register the complaint. They have their names, their contact numbers, address, all those stuffs are there in this particular web page. Next is whenever there is an online payment application fraud, how to act for that. So first thing is, it is our duty to be very much cautious whenever we are doing the online application. So you have to see the genuineness of this application. So you have to check the address bar. As I said earlier, O and 0 makes a lot of difference, right? So that you have to see, and see the genuineness of the application, check the address bar, padlock, HTTPS, and if you feel that it is suspicious, you have to exit from that website. Okay, and whenever you are doing your online applications, few of the application portal may request you for the card details. Okay, never ever save your card details inside the application portal. And also nowadays, what happens, these payment applications, they provide you with the provision of wallets. What happens with this e-wallet? You put some money into that, and your transactions for the shopping or whatever it is, it becomes very much easier, right? So if that is the case, yeah, it is good, it is saving our time. But in that case, don't put more amount into that. Instead, we can stick to adding only a minimum amount into this wallet. And yeah, this is a valid point with this, but I don't know how far it is feasible. The thing is, these whenever they are listing out best practices measures, they say for OTP we can have a separate phone which is not of that smartphone kind of stuff. Okay, so I feel it is very difficult, but still, considering our safety, we have to use a normal phone whenever we are dealing with OTP financial transactions. Okay, so whenever you are, this is a continuation of the payment application frauds. So what happens here is, whenever you are trying to install such applications, so online payment, I can do it via a web browser from my desktop. Also, I can do it via the mobile platform. Whenever you're trying to do such things, see that the apps you're downloading are from the genuine websites. So downloading anything from unknown applications, downloading it may lead you to a huge loss. And never ever install anything from the third party application which you are not at all aware of. Okay, so providing your key logs, usernames, and the password, which is very much which are very much sensitive information. Such things you don't do with the third party applications. So always, whenever you're trying to download mobile applications, see whether you're downloading it from the Play Store. Play Store in the sense either from the Google or else Apple or something which is relevant from the mobile. Nowadays, the smartphone comes with its own Play Store where you can have the mobile banking application in that. Okay, so online payment we may do for booking a movie ticket, air ticket, bus ticket, etc. So when you are doing that, see the genuineness of the applications. Okay. To learn more about how secure you should be, we can go to this website, infosecawareness.in. Okay, and most of the videos, whatever I have shared is from this, which gives you a lot of informations and risks, and it gives you more tips on how the internet can be handled safely And there are several categories in that. Okay, for women they have several best practices for women, and for normal users, business peoples, etc. According to the category wise, the the best practices they have categorized. So this is also an interesting cybercrime issues, which is related to the social media networking, right? Facebook or Twitter, you have your account, okay, but some informations are not in that, and but you hold the authority of that. If that is the case, you can register the complaint first thing. And since it is social media, whatever has been posted under your name or whatever it is, and it is false, if that is the case, it is your it is in your hand that you have to spread the information to your friends and the families that your account has been hacked and it has been misused. Okay, so that after that any other post comes, they will be sure that it is not from you and it is from the attacker's side. So the attackers are misusing your account. Okay, so you don't know what are all the other messages that will be posted after that attack. So first thing is you have to register, and parallelly you have to inform your friends and families about the attack that has happened to your account. Okay, so more information on that you can see it in concept student social hyphen networking. The next thing is the cyber crime against the caller harassing and disturbing calls. Okay, so now just like that, people will call you and they will trigger your emotions, and if it periodically happens, you block that particular number. So what is the preventive measures you can do this? Don't share your information to any strangers. Never give away your contact number to the caller. Okay, just like that, they will ask your number randomly, but they don't know actually what is your number, and they will ask you, can you please repeat your number? Don't do that. Okay, so instead ask him what number they have dialed. Okay, that is the best, because they are calling you, no, they should tell you what the number they have dialed. So you have to be, so such an awareness should be there, even they trigger your emotion to the highest level. Children should be instructed to never reveal any personal information to the unknown callers. Just like that, they will call you, what is your name, what is your date of birth, from where you are coming from. So any such information, if an unknown person is calling, you are not supposed to reveal it. Okay, and the students should be taught how to record the call names, and store the from the whom that phone number is from whom the call has been dialed. Okay, so you have to record the caller's name and the phone number, because same phone number but the person name may be different. Okay, sometimes same person but the phone number may be different. So you have to be very cautious. You have to store them and you have to report that to the cyber crime. And do not include your telephone number on outgoing messages of your voicemail services. Whenever you're sending some voice messages, see that your phone number is not attached along with the voice message. Okay. So with this, the content I have covered. Okay. So we can start with the questions from the student side.
Vijay, I think it's over to you.
Thank you, ma'am, for this wonderful session. And yeah, it was really very powerful, crisp, and very, very easy to understand session. You spoke significantly a lot about email management, website management, cyber threats, telephony management, game management, something very prevalent and common with students. And above all, if something like that happens, how to report it. So both avoidance and reporting. It was quite clear that what is more important is to handle it carefully, and at the same time, when in doubt, we ask and check rather than do something which could result in big problems. Better to be safe than sorry. So that was something very good, madam. And we will now open the house for Q&A session. And let's do that chatting, please. Yeah, thank you. There are a few very interesting questions that have come up, and maybe I will read up all that for you, ma'am, from here. I hope you are able to hear me, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
Yeah, you are able to hear me on this. Excellent. Yeah. One is, why and what is the reason to safeguard our internet/website?
Okay. So we have why we have to safeguard our internet websites. Okay.
Yes, our website. Yeah.
Okay. See, whatever the information that is, so internet is basically what I say is it is a communication, right? So we try to communicate. So what happens is communication is nothing but transformation of informations. Okay, those informations, it could be a normal one, or it could have something like which is sensitive. Okay, I'm telling you just like this. Okay, the Bangalore weather is today very chill. Okay, so this is what a statement, just a statement. But how I can make it as sensitive in the sense it is from the attacker's side that he, with this particular word, he will try to get the information she belongs to the location, so and so. Similarly, some X and Y person may try to contact you. You may be just giving some information, and from that, they will retrieve what exactly they are in need of. Okay, so that is what we are trying to say in this seminar. So whenever you are playing in this world of internet, be cautious about what you are communicating, either by words or by voice, whatever it is.
So essentially, what you have said is, I mean, we have a lot of information in our phones or desktops, laptops, websites, whatever. So we need to protect it, otherwise it can be stolen, and we need to be very careful and safeguard it. Yeah. Okay. The next question is, doesn't antivirus software remove the need for checking the padlock?
That's what, sir. So no, antivirus is not totally involved with this. Okay.
Correct.
So if you click on this padlock, actually it will tell you how much your website is secure. Okay.
Right.
And also it is digitally signed by a CA, and they tell you how much, what is the content about it. And it is not all that easy to get information via your whatever the antivirus
Correct.
is saying, right?
Correct. Then the next question is, once a device is attacked by virus, how is it removed?
Yeah, that's what we say. No, we have to use an antivirus. Okay,
Mhm.
and see that you are using the latest antivirus. Your machine may be having an antivirus, but still it is affected because, as I said earlier, see, day by day new risks are there,
Correct.
new viruses are being created. So how the from the negative side, how the viruses are created, from the positive side, we also see that we have to update our antivirus, which is already there in the machine, so that it can meet the recent attacks or recent viruses.
Correct. So that's a perfect point about being safe. But if it is attacked, then we will have to try the updated version, as Madam said, or alternate antiviruses to protect it. And in the worst case, if it still is a challenge, then we may have to reformat the system to answer that question. The next question, yeah, how do hackers profit from hacking?
Okay, so see, every hacker will have a notion. Okay, so they are in need of something. So
Correct.
it is like not a direct answer, but see, my aim maybe I need some money. The other person's information, maybe they need some photos from you, or else they
Correct.
want to trigger your emotions. So hacking is of what to say, it depends upon the hacker's
Both.
interest, what he is interested with. Accordingly, he will try to trigger your emotion.
Correct. So there are a lot of reasons why somebody hacks, as Madam said. Somebody might use your data and threaten you and make some money. If you are a famous person, somebody might take your data and spoil your image if it is something very confidential and not to be shared. So it is for very, very different purpose. If it's a company data, they can take that data and know your company and do something different so that they can profit from the business. So there is no one specific reason. Everybody has their own motive. That's a good thing, madam. And there is another question we have already answered. What is the stolen data used for? Which madam and I just answered. So people use it for multiple purpose, and it is different from one person to another. Yeah. Is there any other question that we may have missed out, or any additional questions that anybody would like to share?
And one point I
Or
wanted to, so
Yeah.
one point I wanted to add is, see,
Yeah.
related to this antivirus and all stuff, whatever the applications we have, they have periodically they will have their updates, and they will prompt you. This particular application is having a new update. Please update your app, or else it is from the OS part also, Windows or whatever the OS we are using. Frequently we have the updates, but what happens, since we know that updating it will take some time, we just postponed it. Okay, it will always keep on reminding us, but we don't do it on time, and that is also a thing that will lead us to with this new viruses and all. Updating our applications periodically will also to a minimal level, it will see that these viruses are under control.
All right, ma'am. All right. That's really helpful, and we really appreciate that point that you have made. And many thanks for that, madam. We really appreciate that. If there are no further questions, we can go to the next section. We finished the webinar. Now it's the time that a lot of students are waiting for. I did see very, very many pop-up messages that kept coming up about revealing the final results. We do understand you have all participated and earnestly been waiting for this. So we move on to this section of revealing the winners of the poster making competition, and I hope you're all really excited, and all the teams have joined, etc. Yeah, just to give many thanks to each and every one of you once again for, I would say, an overwhelming participation. About 60 schools participated, over 60 schools rather, participated in the entire contest. A lot of schools from Chennai and other parts of Tamil Nadu, and we did have a few schools from outside of Tamil Nadu as well. A big thanks to each and every school for encouraging their students to participate, and for the students to have participated in very, very big numbers, and a big cheers to all of you. We have had about 450 plus poster submissions, a very big number, with the bulk of it coming from the juniors category, which is up to 8th standard. Then the 9th and 10th standard, which is the senior categories, about 100 of them, and around 60 from the super seniors category, all adding up to about 450 submissions. and the number of students who participated. So it is not that every poster had just one. We had a range of students, obviously from 1 to 2 to 3 like that, who had jointly participated. We have touched 1,000 students who participated. So on an average, it's about 2 per poster. We've had about 1,000 children in all participating, and many congratulations to each and every one of you to have participated and made this a big success. Before we even announce the awards of the winners, we thought it's very important to call out the top 10 schools in terms of number of posters that we have got as the submissions. We do understand the school and the school management plays a big role in encouraging the students to participate, and in all, as I said, 450, and here are the top schools that we have participated. DAV Adambakam, 82 participants or submissions. Chanakya matriculation, that's in Senji, Tiruvannamalai, 48. Ramana Vidyalaya and Gurukulam, around 40 each. Velamal Vidyalaya, 35. Sairam, 32. DAV Gilnagar, 31. Velamal Global School, about 31. Kalvi International, 27. And Sairam Leo Muthu, 25. Obviously, the list goes on and on. As we told you, 60 odd schools. But these are the top 10 schools. And we really thank the schools, the school management, obviously the students who shared it, for having made this a grand success and continuously encouraged all the children. Before I announce the winners, let me humbly put up a point that everybody who submitted has put in big efforts. So we believe everybody that participated individually or in a group is a winner today, right? But we will not be able to give all of you an award, but I would urge each and every one to kindly understand that he or she is a winner. While they may not get a merit reference or a top 3 award today, please understand you are a winner, and next time around, we really look forward to you coming as one of the winners. We will be conducting such programs going forward, and we would like to really see you continue to participate like this and come out victorious. Participation itself is a big thing and it's a victory. So please, there is no need to feel disheartened. Everybody is a winner, but like in any competition, we have to select the top few, and we will be announcing the results. To announce the result, I would request Ms. Nagalakshmi, the founder and CEO of Curio Kids, to do the honors. If we had done it in a real physical platform, I would have called her onto the stage to do the honors. Here I am inviting her online to do that. Just a brief, Nagalakshmi, a chartered accountant by profession, has worked in many large companies, driven by her passion to education and to be a catalyst of change. Nagalakshmi took and started Curio Kids about a decade ago, a company that's into hands-on STEM learning and education. And we are very happy to invite her today to do the honors in terms of giving out the participants. So let us all welcome an energetic, effervescent entrepreneur, Nagalakshmi, to do the honors. Please, Nagalakshmi, over to you to do the honors, please. Yeah.
Thank you so much, Vijay, and a very warm and hearty welcome and a very happy afternoon to one and all. Today it is a very, very proud moment for me, and I would say it is a privilege to be a part of this wonderful webinar on internet safety, which has been brought jointly with very, very big agencies, children. It is a wonderful thing that you are a part of this webinar, because it is brought to you by CDAC, the Center for Development of Advanced Computing, Bangalore. Now, to know how big this agency is and this institution is, they are actually the research and development arm of the Ministry of Electronics and Information Technology, Government of India. Okay. And they are doing cutting edge work, be it in cyber computing or quantum computing, or in internet safety and security. And in fact, some of the supercomputers of our country servicing our national offices and bureaus are being maintained by CDAC. So that is, the extent of the agency and the behemoth, today, that children, you have the privilege of, being a part of this program. And together with CDAC, we also have NIXI. NIXI is the National Internet Exchange of India. Again, a national level nodal agency that controls and monitors the entire internet traffic that flows through our country. Can you believe it? The entire internet traffic that goes through our country. So today, and this is also brought to you by Curio Kids, of course, and Curio Kids is really very proud to have these two prestigious institutions bring such a program, I would say probably for the first time, to school students. They have done extensive work, carrying it to college level students, to, in carrying out professional courses in UG, PG levels. But for the first time, I think it's wonderfully and so beautifully brought out to school students. I would really put my heartfelt thanks to these institutions and agencies, because schools are the grooming and nurturing ground for the next generation and for the future generation. So it is an absolutely proud moment for me to be a part of this webinar on bringing awareness on internet safety and internet governance to our very, very dear schools and school students. And if we can just move on, Vijay. So if you can just move on to the next slide.
Just give me a minute.
Yes, please. So this is about CDAC and NIXI. In school level, normally people, might not be very much aware, but I want all of us students to be totally aware of what these agencies are doing and what is a service unto the nation that these people are bringing on. Of course, we would have already talked to you about Curio Kids. We work on bringing practical STEM education in sciences, technologies, engineering, and mathematics. So we focus not just in bringing to students the latest facets in emerging sciences, but equally the latest facets in emerging technology as well, be it on cyber safety, internet security, or be it on robotics, programmable tech, artificial intelligence, IoT, and so on. So, and this is a very, very proud moment. And I think as a great value add to the schools, which we constantly believe in delivering, this program very beautifully syncs with our philosophy of bringing and adding value to our dear students and to our schools. If we can just move on, Vijay. And now it is the time for giving the winners. And before I move on to the winners, I would also want to be thanking our, our power speaker today, Miss Lavanya. She is the principal technical advisor at the CDAC. She has over 15 years experience in research and development in domains across information security, mobile computing, machine learning, and quantum technologies. And thank you so much, Ms. Lavanya. In fact, they are more used to doing sessions for college level students. But like Vijay had, very beautifully summed up, you brought it so simplistically and in an understandable fashion to our students. I think there is a world of a takeaway in it for them. Thank you so much for, making it so reachable to the school students. And now going on to the winners section. So Now there is also a very, very surprise announcement that I need to make. We have a very, very special guest with us, but you will have to hold on for 5 more minutes before I tell you who is this extremely special guest who's going to join us for announcing the winners. But before we go on to the winners, like Vijay said, every one of you, 1,000 people are winners. Vijay, if you can just move on to the previous slide, please. Every one of the 1,000 students are winners. The very fact that you participated shows that you have it in you and you have made it. Okay. But it is a competition and we need to call out exemplary performance. So my hearty wishes to each and everyone out there. And then now we will have to move on to people whose performances were, a class apart. So in that category, what we have done is there were like 450 teams. Can you believe it? 300 teams from the juniors category were 6th to 8th. And there were about another, 80 teams from the seniors category comprising of the 9th and the 10th. And we were actually surprised. There were 50 teams from the seniors category, which is the 11th and the 12th. Can you believe it? 11th and 12th, we thought, they will all be focusing on their board exams and we might not be able to get them to participate. But we had 50 plus teams from the seniors category. So absolutely, guys, kudos to you. It shows your spirit. It shows your multitasking ability to multitask, and it shows your dedication to building a cyber-wise and cyber-safe next gen. So what we have done is with 450 plus teams participating and 1,000 plus student numbers as participants, we said it is not going to be fair if we just call out a 1, 2, and 3 in every category. But what actually needs to be doing justice is, can we recognize outstanding and meritorious submission in each category as well? So what we will be doing now is we will be going out in the order of calling out all the meritorious submissions and recognitions which are going to be awarded to students in each category. So now I will declare all the merit outstanding recognitions in each and every category. So Vijay, if I may please request you to move to that slide. Okay, so here we go. The merit winners in the juniors category are, in no specific order, it is Velamal Global School, Pural, Arman, Shreya from DAV School, Adambakam, Nancy from Gurukulam Matriculation Higher Secondary School, Mahalakshmi from the same school as well, Rico Matthew, Alpha International School, Akash Murali, Gurukulam Matriculation Higher Secondary School, Bhav Shri from Sairam Leo Muthu Public School, Matangi from DAV School, Adambakam, once again, Jeffrey from Gurukulam Matriculation, Manushri from DAV Matriculation Higher Secondary, Gilnagar, Priyadarshini Shri Shankara Vidyalaya, Prem M from DAV Gilnagar, Jenny Rachel from DAV School Adambakam, and we have more coming from DAV School Adambakam, Sastika from the same school, D. Hansika from the same school as well. We have also merit recognitions from the Sunshine SSM Senior Secondary School. We have Madhunisha PS and Disha DS. Congratulations, guys. We have from Gurukulam Matriculation Higher Secondary School, Deepak Raj. We have again, Safir Ahmed Subuhani from the same school. If you can just scroll up a little, Arya Kumar S and Surya R from DAV Gilnagar. If we can move on to the next one. And the list goes on because we had so many teams participating from the juniors. We needed to be calling out, and they were wonderful, I would say wonderful submissions. So we have, and the list goes on from the Chanakya Metric Higher Secondary School. We have Mohammad Tanvir Qureshi from Sairam Vidyalaya Prashita, DAV School Adambakam, once again, S. Nilanjana, Sairam Leo Mittu Public School, it is B. Jivika, S. Veera Manikandan from Ramana Vidyalaya, Saumitra, and R. Jashmita Shri from DAV School Adambakam, Narmada P. Sairam Leo Muthu Public School, Ashmita from DAV School Adambakam once again, Darshik SDOS School and Junior College, Harshavardhani from the Little Kingdom Senior School from Teni, Kritik Velamal Global School, Vaishnavi R. the Sunshine SSM Senior Secondary School, Varshana Shri from DAV School Adambakam, Nandita Sairam Vidyalaya, Hema, the Hindu Colony Chellamal Vidyalaya Senior Secondary School, Rakshana B from the Saira Matriculation Higher Secondary School, PK Kanishka and RR Harita from the Sairam Leo Muthu Public School. Wonderful juniors category, very good, excellent, meritorious performance. Hats off to you. and a lot of confetti. If it were an actual real-time event, we would have actually made it very, very extra special for you. We wanted to ensure that we just don't flash out these names, but call out the name of each and every student, because it is a very proud moment for you, because what you have just done as a poster is not just a piece of creation of your art, but it is something which is going to help instill the feeling of making the entire nation and the next gen cyber wise and cyber safe. So excellent. Kudos to all these merit winners from the juniors category. You will soon hear from us with your merit certificates and awards. Now, moving on to the merit recognitions in the seniors category. The seniors category involves students from classes 9 and 10. And here we go. Congratulations to all the merit winners from the senior category. Your names are Janvi Kaushik from Vidya Mandir, Girija from Chanakya Metric Higher Secondary School, Shweta A.S. from Ramana Vidyalaya, Rohan D. from DAV Metric Higher Secondary School, Pranav G.U. from the SSVM MTP School, Motish J.P. from Velamal Global, G. Dia from DAV School Adambakam, Gino Via from Chanakya Metric Higher Secondary School, Karunya S. from the New Prince Metric Higher Secondary School, Neha from St. Anne's School, R. Harihara Sudan from Sri Jayendra Matriculation Higher Secondary School, Ganga Devi G. from Jawahar Metric Higher Secondary School, Neyveli, Alaguru Shri Arun Balaji from Vidya Mandir, Tarika from Ramana Vidyalaya, and Lakshmi from St. Anne's School, along with Hima Rashmi from the same school as well. Hearty congratulations to all the merit winners in the seniors category. You did brilliantly, and you will be soon hearing from us on our recognitions and awards. If we move on to the next category, please. Now moving on to the merit winner announcements in the super senior category. The super senior category comprised of our precious 11th and 12th standard students. And here you go with the winner names. It is S. Mohammed Abrar from Gurukulam Matriculation Higher Secondary School, Lavanya, National Academy Montessori Matriculation Higher Secondary School, Arun T. from Jawahar Metric Higher Secondary School, Neyveli, Deepti Muthukumar from Vijay Chinmaya Vidyalaya, Netra B. Saira Matriculation Higher Secondary School, Madurai, Arun Kumar B. from Jawahar Metric Higher Secondary School, Neyveli, Chanchal Chajar from Saira Matriculation Higher Secondary School, Madurai, and Jyamani Chopra B. from the same school, Saira Matriculation Higher Secondary School, Madurai. Thank you so much. You have been amazing. Your entries have been great. And thank you all so much. If you can just put your all students, like I said, everyone who's participated is a winner. Okay, and the winner is one who can bravely clap for someone who's been recognized and say, yes, you made it, and I'm going to make it the next time, right? There is no one who's a loser, and everyone, it is a spirit that makes you the winner. The award or the recognition is not what makes a winner different from a loser. I think a winner is the guy who's saying, I made it this time. I have made my submission, and I'm going to make it the next time. The winner will never call it quits. So I don't want to see any crying emoticons. I don't want to say, oh, I'm going to lose, but I want to see every one of you emerge as a winner in your spirit. Winner in your spirit is most essential, and say, I am going to make it the next time, right? Brilliant, guys. So can I see a thumbs up to that? There will be so many next times. It is not that you will not have a next time. There are going to be so many occasions for you to win. We are going to make it for you. Can I have a thumbs up from all of you, please? Come on. All of you are winners because you have displayed the spirit of a winner. Winner is not about an award. Winner is not about a recognition. Winner is about the spirit to say, never say die. Come on, come on. I want to say more thumbs up. More thumbs up, please. I want to say never say die spirit. Come on. More thumbs up. I would do 1,000 thumbs up, even if I don't win an award. Brilliant, brilliant, guys. That's the spirit. That's the spirit. Now, that's the spirit. I'm going to wait for all of you to put as many thumbs up because I want to celebrate the spirit of the winner in you. The spirit to say, never say die. Brilliant. Brilliant, guys. A big hug to all of you. A big hug to all of you. You are amazing children. You are amazing children. And I know you have it in you what it takes to, to make it to the cut, right? Now we have to move on to the next section. The next section where we are going to announce the place 3, 2, and 1 in the 3 categories, which is going to be juniors, seniors, and the super seniors. Now, this is a very, very special moment for us. And special moments are made even more special when we have very special people coming and announcing the awards and giving the awards. So to that effect, I have great privilege and I'm really honored to have in our midst Dr. Sudarshan, the Executive Director of CDAC Bengaluru, join us today to announce the winners of the mega poster making contest on internet awareness and safety. Thank you so much, sir, for giving your valuable time and spending with our dear children. You have made this occasion so special, so special, so special. You know, words cannot describe. And just to give a small brief about Dr. Sudarshan, Dr. Sudarshan has over 3 decades of very, very rich and diverse experience in research and development. And he has been a part of several national and international level professional bodies and seminars, which includes top-notch agencies and institutions like the IEEE, the ACM, and IETE. And he's involved in various activities in various committees and task forces at the national level. Guys, I want you to remember, he's a national figure. He's a national icon. And if you thought, is it just, does he have his expertise, technical and domain expertise only in cyber safety and security? No, not at all, right? You see him very, very actively involved in several areas like engineering analytics, industrial IoT, mining information retrieval, cyber security, physical systems, quantum computing, wireless sensor networks, IoT, and the list just runs on and on and on, and all this in just one person, Dr. Sudarshan, the Executive Director of CDAC. It is a great honor to have you in our midst, sir, to announce the prize winners. Over to you, Dr. Sudarshan. Dr. Sudarshan, if you need to unmute yourself, please.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So, very good morning to all of you. Am I audible?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You are.
Okay. First of all, thank you very much, and very many congratulations to the all the participants who have done an excellent job. Actually, like Tirukural, it says, "Muyarchitan meivartha kulitarum." That's what. When you participate, you have already received your rewards in terms of, first of all, willingness to not just to learn, but showcase and put it for public scrutiny. That is extremely important. Ability to stand up in a crowd, to show the performance. That itself is a great progress. That is the beginning of every successful journey. As we say, moving from, gear 0 to 1, that may look the smallest move, but that is what makes a static to dynamic thing. Once you are dynamic, it is a question of speed and other things that will come with time and practice. So we should actually appreciate, like Nagalakshmi Madam told and Vijay sir told, your willingness to participate and having shown the courage to put your hands up makes you winner all the way, number one. Number two, I thank Ms. Lavanya for making things very lucid and very easy to understand. And while you heard her today, see, along with, I think there are a few more people who actually painstakingly went through each and every submission of yours. And if some of you thought I made a great submission, I did not make it. It is quite possible. Today, the is about not about master of something or jack of all, but one should be master of few, but still jack of all. Because we are a connected, integrated, interdisciplinary world. So we cannot say that is not my area. We should know some basic level. Like we are told to get a pass, even physical education, there is no marks for it, but you should clear it. Some kind of mandatory requirement has become. So while your submission may be great, it makes it to the winner. It is like, serving a food. It should be tasty. It should be presented well. The ordering is important, and the which course comes first, which is second, and does it suit the ambience and the occasion? Everything makes it. That's what I said. A cook, in terms of cooking, the taste and the food, that is the mastery. But the ability to present in a nice way, in the plate, the way it is decorated, gelling with the ambience, and knowing the taste of the audience. What should be the spice level, for example? They all matter. So that is where the jack of all comes into picture. So all of you, I'm sure, have done the mastery part. Now, the winners are the one they're, showing the better jack of all kind of awareness across how to present it well, how to give the finishing touch. I think that is what makes a big deal. And you will all learn it. At this age, you are participating. I'm very, very grateful for doing this. And a country like India, we need scale. We need large number of people. And by participating here, 1,000+ students, it is amazing. And the fact that on a Sunday, you're all here to listen to this shows your commitment and willingness. So my all the best wishes and blessings to all of you. And I once again thank our Curia Kids, Dr. Nagalakshmi, Nixie headed by Sri Anil Kumar Jain, and CDAC, of course, our entire team, Dr. Balaji, Mrs. Lavanya, Dr. Gopinath, and others, the entire team. So with that, I take a great pleasure in announcing the names. Ideally, it should have been done by, in my opinion, the judges, because they have sweat it out. But then, Dr. Nagasmi insisted, no, it has to be done by you. And can you say no to her? None of you could. I could neither. So let me start with, winners, the list. We'll go to the first list, sir. Vijay, sir, if you can.
Yeah, I will.
Yeah, next slide.
Can you see my screen, sir?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes, it is very much visible. So, juniors, we have from SBOA School and Junior College, Medha Iyer. You can see the poster on screen, and many congratulations, Medha. So this is fantastic. Quite a bit of hand-drawn thing along with the text, and it's a good combination of, you can see some art, some gadgets, and then some text and some context. So very nice. Congratulations. So good, sir. So this is in the junior category, and then we move on. So
senior.
Yeah, now we are going into the senior category. So Suchitra from National Academy Montessori Matric Harrison School, Ramanathapuram. That is very, very good to see. The place where Dr. Abdul Kalam comes from. And we have a winner here. Very nice. Once again, you can see a combination of, picture, text. That is what makes it a little different, makes it catchy. And this is very nice. Congratulations, Suchitra, and the Institute for, nurturing the talent. Sir, we'll go to super seniors. Yeah, here are the super senior. Again, Bharati B from National Academy Montessori Matric Harrison School, Ramanathapuram. This is very, very nice. As you can see, as you grow up, the slides and decks become more formal and more organized. So I think it is very important to keep the childishness in us to make things very attractive. And this one is very good. Quite a bit of context given across, from how to do from password all the way up to antivirus programming update. Pretty much a summary slide of what Ms. Lavanya has said. So that is very nice. That's how it makes it to the top. So congratulations again. So now it's time to move further up. So here is Mr. Akilan winning the runners-up in the juniors category from DAV Public School, DAV School Adambakam. They were also in the top 10 schools, as we have seen. So basically, it is very important to have a peer network that makes you more competitive. And definitely, this looks so nice. And you can see so many folks coming in from all the 4 directions, attacking you in the center globe. The entire earth is, being tracked. It is so nice. So many congratulations, Akilan. Sir, next slide, please. Next runners up.
I think
1 minute.
Yeah.
we're just trying to get the audio track. I think there was an audio track there. So. Vijay?
Yeah,
this
so
move.
we have Kaveshri from SBI School and Junior College. Here comes the monster explaining the cybersecurity aspects. This is winter time. People are looking at Santa Claus, but here we are looking at still in Halloween times. So it can be scary at the outside, but inside, it's all mellowed down. We can work it out. So congrats, Kaveshri. Very nice. So much of graphics and some text in that. Very good. A good creativity. So let's look at super seniors.
1 minute.
Yeah, we have Matish from Chanakya Metric Higher Secondary School, and very nice hexagons covering various aspects of positive cybersecurity thing. Be safe online. The tagline actually is very good. And again, some kind of graphics on top of it, text is immersed, and various technical aspects covered. Excellent. So now my heart is also beating a little high. Now, as we wait for the grand winners. Sir, please.
Yeah, now we will announce the grand winners. And before that, just few seconds, we will stop for it and then do it.
Okay, students, we are trying to, get some something interesting before we move on to announce the grand winners. Vijay, whenever you're ready,
Yeah. All right.
over to you, Sudarshan sir.
Yep.
I'm sorry, the screen is.
So
just,
here is the
giving
countdown
some
going
challenge.
on, right?
I planned some, excitement.
Yes.
And the winner is
And we'll now announce the winner here.
So you can see the creativity is needed
back.
at all levels.
Junior.
So see, somebody got a sneak preview of senior first. So Samiksha from SBA School winning the junior category. So nice, one side attacks, the other side we have a protective umbrella. Then the gadgets are below. Definitely, that's the creativity, bringing the rain, bringing the nature, and still doing it. So wonderful. Many congratulations, and I'm really happy to see the poster here, Samiksha and SBA School. Very nice. Congrats. Yes. So then, who are those seniors? So Pratakshana from SSCM MTP School, CS1 from the senior category. A large number of, again, situations that are presented where all things can go wrong and what should be done. from home to the banking environment to everywhere. So that just shows, we need to be aware round the clock, 360 degrees, anytime and every time. Because any security related thing, it just waits for one opportunity, 1 week moment. So we need to be, all round covered. So very nice presentation and covering various aspects. Excellent work. So Pratakshana, once again, congratulations. So finally, we got to the super seniors. Wow. Here we have Sona Shri from Sunshine SSM Senior Secondary School. The entire body part, it's not just the brain as the people put, but we have the heart, the nervous system, and so on. And you see some Fitbit, so many smart gadgets, which will help you on various aspects, can also put you in trouble. So one has to be careful all the time and every time. This is wonderful, very nice. So Sonasri, congratulations, and Sunshine School, a very good job. And I think that sums up the session. And I really say congratulate all the participants first, and Curio Kids for taking the lead in reaching out to so many schools and getting it done. We know after the digital, the Corona kind of pandemic, the number of things that we do online have gone up very significantly. In spite of that, 1,000+ people having spent time, and then the entire team for putting it in a place, giving it to an evaluation team, and coming up with a merit list followed by the winner list. Really amazing job by the schools, by the kids, their parents, the support systems, and of course the Curio Kids along with CDAC and Nixie. And our idea is to take it forward. In fact, as we say, no one left behind. So we should ensure that going forward in India, no one comes to college or high school without learning the digital hygiene and cyber security basics, because that is a basic requirement to succeed in the upcoming world. And we are in the right track, right journey. And my definitely heart and feelings are with you. My best blessings. And CDAC is looking forward to you as the cyber warriors of the country, and who will lead whatever we are doing. And best wishes. Thank you once again, madam, for inviting us and making us a partner here. And thank you very much. Wish you all the best.
Thank you, Dr. Sudarshan, for taking the time out to join this event and announcing the names of all the winners. Before we move on, just one small thing, because we spoke so much about the student participation and the awards they have won and all that. We believe for the students to be successful, the back end or the backbone are the parents and the schools themselves. And the encouragement from the schools is very, very important for them to have participated in such large numbers and also won the awards. So we thought it's imperative to even give the awards to the top 3 schools that have sent in the maximum number of submissions, right? So having said that, we also saw on slide earlier, and here are the top 3 schools that have sent in the maximum number of submissions, and they will be given the trophies for bringing in the submissions. First, DAV Adambakam, as you saw earlier, about 80 submissions. Then Chanakya matriculation from Senji, that's another 50. And there is a joint third, Ramana Vidyalaya and Gurukulam, for having submitted about 39 in fact to be precise, number of posters. We really thank these schools and the school management for encouraging the children to participate in such large numbers. We will reach out to you directly to give you the awards for the top 3 schools. All the schools, as we said earlier, right? Everybody is a winner. So even for the schools, we will be providing them the certificate for having participated in this event and have made it a grand success. We thank all the schools to have done that. Before we sign off, what we thought was, given the importance of this program, you've seen in the last 2 hours, the contest as well as the webinar. What Curio Kids has done is, with the support of experts in this, have come out with a cyber security essentials kit for the schools, so as to make your schools cyber safe and cyber wise. Essentially, this course has a lot of components which Dr. Lavanya touched upon earlier, more to do with social media safety, internet safety, how to secure your computer, password security, and all that. This is a very, very good and useful program for all the schools and obviously the students studying there, which we believe will bring in a lot of value to the schools, and it's a part of the value that we bring to the schools. We would urge all the schools to reach out to us by different modes. You can call us in, you can reach out through our websites or our social handles on Twitter, WhatsApp, Facebook, everywhere. And we will talk to you more about these programs. We really urge you to reach out to us on this, and we'll be very, very happy to help the schools to become more cyber safe and cyber wise. And also all of them to join us on our WhatsApp community. We've been flashing this message right through. Please join our WhatsApp community so that you can get a lot of information, not only on this topic, but on many other value additions that we bring to the schools and our beloved students. I once again take this opportunity to thank all the schools, parents, and the students for having made this program and the contest a grand success on behalf of all the 3 organizations that have been co-hosts, CDAC, Nixie, and your Curio Kids. With this, I sign off for the day, and I hope you all have a good weekend, and I take this opportunity to wish you all Merry Christmas and an upcoming Happy New Year. Thank you, and see you soon.